Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Pam and this is the Mrs. Champion channel, and happy Saturday to you all. Today we are going to get into our yearly, quarterly, and monthly savings challenges. Not only will we be completing the challenges, the monthly challenges for July, we'll also be unstuffing our monthly challenges, adding that up and making sure that we have our $500 that we need saved for our Roth IRA. So guys, let's go ahead and get into this challenge today. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend so far. I know it might be early on Saturday when you see this video, but I hope you have some, some fun plans for this weekend. And if you don't have anything going on, I hope you're getting enough rest for the upcoming work week. All right, let's go ahead and add up what we have to save in this binder. It should be $275 this week. We have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 70, 190, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65, 6, 7, 8, 9, 270, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's correct, 275. So let's go ahead and get this money all separated out, and let's see what we're getting into this week. We are going to do our daily savings challenges before we get into our yearly or 2026 binder. Let's go ahead and get started with our roll for your savings goal, and this is from Anna Banana Budgets. You can find this free in her Ko-Fi shop. So we need our color dot die. We need a D2 and 3, a D4, a D5, and a D8. So these rainbow dice you can pick up from Kim at Budgeting with Kim. They are available on her Etsy shop. Okay, so we rolled a blue, which is our D5, and our D5 says to go ahead and save $5 today, which is what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and grab our money out, and we need to add up what we have saved in this challenge so far for the month. And we have 50, 65, 67, and $69. And we have about 6 more days left, and we will be wrapping this up for the month of July. So on Friday, next Friday, when we come in here, we will unstuff this and put it wherever it needs to go. Okay, let's get into our cash tiny daily savings challenges, and we should have $10 to put into here today. So let's go ahead and make sure with 2 5s will be $10. So let's go ahead and put this in our bank, and I am going to go ahead and roll with our D3 dice. And I have to make sure because our D3 and our D2 look very similar. Okay, there's our D3. Let me go ahead and get the prop coins that we are saving with today. This is $10 in prop, and we're starting on challenge number 6. When I am done rolling for each of these 8 challenges and all of my prop is gone, I'll come back and we'll go over the challenges together. We are all done with our rolling, so we are going to start on challenge number 1, which is where we'll start again tomorrow, and it's going to get $1.75. This challenge is from Veronica at Weekly Budgets Co., and she made this for Yvette over at Diamond Budgets. So we can go ahead and do $1.75. So we could do 4 and 3 for 7 of these icons. That's 5, 6, and 7. And it says, whoever said diamonds are a girl's best friend never had a dog. And Diamond is Yvette at Diamond Budgets, a little puppy. She's so stinking cute. So we only need $1.75 to finish this one up. All right, challenge number 2 is receiving 75 cents, and this is from Play to Save Designs, or Play to Save, not Designs, Play to Save. So let's go ahead and mark off 3 of these. And I did make this a double-sided challenge. This is one of their Christmas in July from last year. So 75 cents coming into there today. And I have been trying to use up a lot of my Christmas in July challenges because I had so many from leftover from last year. I was like, I am not printing out any this year. We're going to use up what we have. Challenge number 3 is from, it's a new one, from Plan to Save Designs. And who is the creator of this channel, is no longer on YouTube. So you won't be able to get this. I apologize for that, but I did want to use it. So $1 coming in here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. This will be a $5 savings challenge when we're complete with it. All right, next challenge is challenge number 4. And this is receiving $1.50. And this is from, this is a bundle from Dirt Dollar Sunshine. Such a beautiful savings challenge. And it only needs 75 cents. It did receive $1.50. So let's go ahead and mark off these final 3 spots. We'll take the 75 cents out. And we will set this to the side and pull the money out of the bank when we're done. The new number 4 is going to be from Melissa Manages, her Christmas in July from last year. And we can do 3 of these to get this started because there was 75 cents left over. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to challenge number 5. And challenge number 5 is receiving 75 cents. And this challenge is from Becca Budget 777. And we can do 3 of these. Also a Christmas in July from last year. I probably should stop repeating that because, like I said, I didn't even print any out from this year. So that's all we have is ones from last year. I dropped a prop on the floor. I got to remember to pick that up or I'm not going to have $10 in prop coins. Next up, this challenge got a lot. So $1.75 coming into challenge number 6, which is from Sheila over at Gen X Budgets. It's her June Happy Father's Day Savings Challenge, and we only needed 25 cents to finish this one up. So this was a $3 savings. How much was this? This was 2, 4, 6, and 8. $8 on this one. Okay, perfect. So the new number 6 is going to be from, it's one of my savings challenges, 1 year anniversary. This calls for a toast. This should be available for free in my Ko-Fi shop. And we have $1.50 to get this started. Let's make each glass, 25 cents. So this is 51 and 50. Okay, perfect. And so when we are done, this will save 51, 2, this will save $4. Let me go ahead and put that on there. All right. So we're going to move on to challenge number 7 as soon as we put this one away. And challenge number 7 is receiving $1.75. This comes to us from Craft and Budget with On. And I said 175, so we can do 7 of these. Okay, and this one will save us $5 when we're done with it. And it needs $1.75 to finish up. All right, our next savings challenge and our final one is challenge number 8, which receives 75 cents. And this is from Party Planner Papery. And let's go ahead and mark off 3 of these. And we'll get our brown to color in our little coconuts. And we will be that much closer to finishing. We'll only need 50 cents to do so. This is a $3 savings challenge when we're all done with it. And we might just finish that one tomorrow. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our money out of the bank. We have $8 in finished challenges today. So let's see. We'll do 5, 6, 7, and 8. This money goes directly into sinking funds, and it helps to keep those rolling throughout the month. I don't have to wait to the end. You know, everybody gets a little bit of love throughout the month for funding. Okay, so $11 going into that today. I'll go ahead and set this to the side. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and clean up, and then we'll get started on our 2026 savings challenges. Let's get into our 2026 savings challenges. We're going to start off with this one that we have been just doing 1 per week. I made a double-sided challenge between Jamie at Charma Budgets and Lacey at Blue Kiwi Budgets. So it looks like we should be scratching on the Jamie side. We're kind of just flipping back and forth between each week. Let's roll a D6 dice, and it'll tell us where we are going to go. Did I not? Okay, here's a D6. All right, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's go up here. And that's $5 coming in here this week. And we should be able to do 1 a week until the end of the year. And then this will be a kind of like a semi-annual savings challenge. Okay, so $5. Let's put this back. And we'll have 20 in here now. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to our Big Kahuna Challenge from Amy by Nature. It is our Save 2200 in 2026. We are on the Save 1200 portion of it. We are going to put $50 into here today. So let's go ahead and grab this 50 and let's see what we have saved in this challenge so far. So we might be able to condense down. We should. So we have $1,560. So let's go ahead and swap this out for 100. And I actually can just, you know, rewrite this. I think I'll leave it out and just read it. I've been trying to just use this as my placeholder, and then that frees up some of my prop cash because this changes so much every week that I don't want a whole bunch of prop cash in here. So we have now 15. Did I swap that out right? I feel like I did that wrong. Didn't I say 1,600, 1,500, 50, and 60? I'll have to make sure that I did that right. But I will come in with our next $50. So we put 50 in there for today. I'll come in with our next $50. I think that's what we're doing next week. No, next week we're doing 40. This is the next slip that we need. So $40 each week for the month of August. Let me turn this over. So I'll make sure that I color in $40 in icons on here for next week. Next up is our quarterly challenges, and we're starting those off with Christelle at Divine Savings Co. Such a pretty challenge. We have 2 white spots next, so those are 2 D6 dice. Let's roll those down and see what we're saving today. And we rolled I'm trying to get a marker, guys. We rolled a 3 and a 4. I'm sorry, a 3 and a 1 for 4. 3 and 1, so we'll save $4 this week. Okay, let's grab our money out. 25, 6, 7, and 8. So we'll have 32. Let's do this. 20, 30. And then we're going to swap this out for 2. Okay, so $32 in this savings challenge so far for Q3. So we'll pull this at the end of September and see about how much it has saved us. All right, North Country Cash Queen is up next. It's her summer savings challenge, and I'm using it as a quarterly challenge. We do 3 of these per week, so let's do this 3, 2, and then we'll come over and do this 4. So let's go ahead and get this colored in. I am color coding it, so we'll do another orange for the 3. Kind of wanted to match the actual colors that she used on the challenge because I just thought it was pretty cohesive. And then we need that weird looking purple right here. So guys, what do you have planned for today? It is Saturday. I will be working when you see this video. And hopefully my day is going pretty okay. Saturdays are usually not too bad for me. It's just pretty much go in and see if there's any inpatients that need any nuclear stress tests done. And I will do their scan and process their images and then wait for the doctor to read them and then go home. That's pretty much all it is. Okay, so we did 3, 2, and 4, which is going to be $9. Let's see what's in here and if we can just grab a 10. Okay, yes. So let's put this one back and grab a 10. And now we have $35 saved for the quarter. And we will pull this at the end of September as well. All these quarterly challenges will get pulled at the end of September. Next up is Budget with Mrs. P. It's her summer savings challenge. We do 3 of these a week. I pre-colored my next 3 icons, so we're just going to roll. I think it looks like we've been rolling we roll a color dot die, and then it tells us what we roll to save for each icon. So let's roll our color one. We rolled a blue, which is a D6, and that says to save 5. Okay, let's roll our color again for this pale. And that's green, that's a D8. And that's 3. And one more time for this icon, the surfboard is a yellow, which is a D4. And that says save 3. Okay, so we are saving $13 today. Well, 5 and 3, or we're saving $11. 5 and 6 is 11. So let's see what's in her envelope. So we have 10 and 11 for $32. Okay. And that was from Budget from Mrs. P. All right, our next quarterly challenge is from Jessie Budgets. We're going to go ahead and color in these final 2 circles for $2. And now our July will be all complete. And we'll start next week on August. This is a quarterly challenge, so once again, will not get pulled until the end of September. Okay, $2 coming in for that one, and we should have $10 in this challenge now. 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we do. Let's move these ones up to make spot for the 2s. And we have $10 in here now. This next one is from MK at Mama's Budget and More. We're going to go ahead and mark off our final 7 spots. These will save $1 a piece or $26 a month. And let's see, we should have 27. So with 5 and a 2. So 10, 15, 22, 4, and 6. Why do I have 6? So we're missing $1 out of here. So let's make this right. So we need $26 for this challenge. So 20, 5, and 6. The rest of this will go back. 2's back. Okay, so $26 in here. And we'll start off next week in August with $6. Okay, our next one is Leanne at Enchanted Owl's Nest. I already pre-colored my 2 icons. These are $2.50 a piece, so that's 5. And each one of our letters is $1. So we should have $24 saved in this one. And so we have 10, 15, 22, 3, and 4. That's right. So let's put this back. Just to keep everything condensed down, especially with these quarterly challenges. This money is going to be in here for some time. And honestly, guys, I don't think I'm going to do any yearly savings challenges next year. I think they'll just be quarterly and monthly challenges. I feel like I'm enjoying the quicker turnaround and not just having a challenge that I'm working on all year long. It just doesn't appease me very much. And if I don't like doing it, then I'm not going to have fun saving money. So everything will be quarterly. Doesn't mean I'm spending all that money at the end of the quarter. It's just that I will be pulling it and it'll be available. When I have something like that's in a yearly savings challenge, I feel like I can't touch it. So the only thing that we'll just continue on until we're completely done with is Gabby's Stroll Through the Lavender. But that's if we don't finish before the year's out, which I think we're going to. But at the end of 2026, nothing will last all year. It'll be either quarterly or a monthly savings challenge. Okay, next up is Jamie from Charma Budgets. I already pre-colored our last icon, which is $5. So we're going to pull that, and she have $20 in her envelope now. And we have 10 and 15. Now we have 20. Let's put that back for 20. All right, and then our last quarterly challenge is from Save with Judy. And last week, I had pre-colored my little gnome, and one of my subscribers, Leanne Z, said her grandmother's name was Phyllis. So in honor of Phyllis, this is our little gnome this week, and we will come in next week with our gnome pre-color. So I'm doing all older names. So we have Ethel, Clyde, Mildred, and Phyllis. And maybe leave me a comment below and tell me what I should name this guy right here for our first Saturday in August. Let's start off with our Saturday savings. We did add $13 to this last week, so we're going to go ahead and add the remaining 12 from that 25. So let's go ahead and color over that because I don't even know if I have the right blue. So we'll just use this one, and then we'll grab $12, 10 and 12, and this is our Saturday savings. Okay, and now for Saturday savings, we saved a total of 20, 40, 55, 57, and 59. Let's just grab our calculator and make sure that's correct. Sure that this is going to work. Okay. So we have 15 plus 18 plus 25, and that's 58. 15 plus 25 plus 11 plus 4. Yeah, it's 58. So I have $1 too much. Maybe that's where my other one was coming from. So 55, 57, 59. So let's put this back for 1. So now we have 58 in here. Okay, perfect. So that's our Saturday savings. I'm just going to set that money aside because we are pulling it anyway. It's the end of the month. Let's go ahead and work on our next savings challenge. These are all out of my ultimate, the Almost Ultimate Savings Challenge book that can be found in my Ko-Fi shop. Now we have our monthly scratch and save. Let's go ahead and scratch off these final 3 spots here. Okay, we have a 1. Should be using Lena's scratcher. A 3 for 4. and a 7 for 11. Okay, so $11 coming in to finish this one up. Let's go ahead and clean that up. Okay, $11, 10 and 11. And now in our monthly scratch and save, we have completed for the month 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So $44. Set that to the side. And then our last challenge is our monthly game, which was a shut the books. So let's go ahead and do our last 2 rounds. We will do 2d6 for this top one. And let's grab a marker. All right, so we have rolled a 8. Oh, we used orange last time. Let's use red. We used red already. Let's use green. I don't know why it matters, ma'am. Okay, 8. And that's another 8, so 7 and 1. That is another 8. Okay, 6 and 2. Can we get a 9? That would be nice. That's a 4. That's a 3. That's a 5. Okay, and the only thing we have left is the 9. Can we shut the box? And that's a 7, so that's our courtesy roll. It's our last chance. And that's a 5. So we're saving $9 up here. All right, let's come down with our D4 and see what we can do on this one. That's a 1. That's a 3. That's a 1, so that's our courtesy roll. That's a 2, and let's see if we can get a 4. And that's a 3. So we have 4 plus 4 is 8. So $17 is coming in here to finish this up. 10, 15, and 17. Let's go ahead and put our marker over here. We'll need that for next month. See what we saved and shut the books. 20, 30, 45, 47, and 48. So let's just make sure I did that right. 9 plus 4 plus 12 plus 6 plus 17. Yep, that's $48. Perfect. So let's go ahead and set that to the side. Let's go ahead and move on to Megan at Rad Girl Budgets. We'll go ahead and do hers. I have turned hers into a monthly savings challenge. So anything we've rolled for this first rectangle up here will pull on each of the challenges. So this is another shut the box. You can use this as a quarterly play. You can do just a low budget. I am doing one of each. So let's go ahead and get started with our D6. And we have a 1. That's a 5. Should be using 2 D6s. That's a 4. 1, so that's our courtesy roll. And another 1. Chow, this is what I should use too. So we have 11. That's 9, 10, 11. So we'll go ahead and take that 11. If we get really big numbers on the next couple, we will do the low budget way. This is just helping me save. I don't want to be real crazy with this. All right, let's go ahead and do 2d6. That's a 12, so that's good. Starting off strong. 9 and 3. That is a 9, so let's do 8 and 1. That is an 8, so let's do 6 and 2. All right, 7, 5, and 4 is left. That's an 8, so courtesy roll. That's a 4. So we need a 7 or a 5. That's a 7. And can we get a 5? Let's drop down to 1. And that's a 2. So $5 on that one. Okay. And our last board game is the high budget one. I'm going to do a D8 and a D6. We have a 4. A 10. A 10. So we'll do the 9 and the 1. That is a 9. Oof. Okay, let's do 7 and 2. That is a 4. So courtesy roll. Oh gosh, that's bad. 5 and 5 is 10. Guys, I'm out. 8, 6, 8. Yep, I'm out. I am out. Okay, so let's add this up. We're going to do the low budget way. So we have 12 plus 11 plus 8 plus 11 plus 3. So we have 45, so we're going to add $9 to that. Wow, $45. Could you imagine me having to say that? All right, so let's add $9 more. And we'll condense this all down because I don't want to run out of small bills too soon. Let's grab our other money out and see what we saved total in our first monthly. Shut the box. 50, 60, 70, 85, 87, 88, 89, and $90, guys. That's what I'm saying. That is crazy. Let's do the 220s for 90. We'll put all this back. Okay, $90. Wow, Megan, that's a lot. So we will start back over again next month for the month of August for these next 3 middle rectangles, and then the last rectangles will be for September. All right, guys, moving along. We already pre-color these for Andrea Notebooks Given. So we just need to come in with $13 today. I don't know if you guys can see that. We don't even need this slip anymore. I'll make a new one for August. So let's grab 13 bucks. And let's see what we have saved in Andrea's challenge for the month of July. We have 20, 40, 52, 3, 4, and 5. So $55. So 47. And this was 48, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's right, $55. Coming into our savings for July. So I'll pre-color our first amount for August, and it'll be ready to go next week. Okay, so here are her challenges. We should only have 2 scratchers left, which we do, 1 on each. That's a 6. This one's available on her Ko-Fi. This one was a Ko-Fi membership mail out. Oh, this is available on her Etsy. This was a Ko-Fi membership mail out, and we are saving $7 in this today. All right, 5, 6, and 7. So this month in Lindsay's challenge, we saved 40, 20, 40, 5, 50, 1, 2, and 3. So $53. Let's do that for 10. And we'll set that aside. Okay, so when we come back next week, we'll be working on August challenges. Guys, can you believe it's August already? August. What is happening here? Time is just rolling right on by us. Next up is Play to Save. We're going to go ahead and do these final $5 here. So let's go ahead and we'll grab a blue and get that 3 colored in. And this 2. And we'll save 5. So this should have saved us $20 this month. Let's make sure. 10, 15, and another 5 is 20. So let's take our last 20 and set it to the side, and we'll be working on this next month. We have another $5 to put into Kimmy's Corners challenge. So we have 1 and 3 is 4, plus 1 more is 5. This should have saved us 20 as well. Let's see, where is Kimmy's envelope? Right here. Here's my 15. I'm going to put another 5 with it for 20. Okay, so Lissandra's challenge we finished last week. I know you guys didn't see any of that because I did all that off camera because of my car issues. So I'm just going to pull her money out of the envelope. It did save us $52 this month, and we will start on her August challenge next week. And we are going to move on to Anna and Lacey's 2026 Savings Challenge. We're going to do these last 2 equations. Let's roll a D6 for this one, and that's 5 plus 3, which is 8. And then let's do a D4 for this last one. So 6 minus, what is that? 3. 6 minus 3 is 3. All right, so $11 coming into here, so 10 and 11. And all in all, in Anna and Lacey's challenge, we saved $31. All right, guys, we are almost to the end of our monthly challenges. We have Ashley Corella up next. We only have this 1 spot left for $4. Let's go ahead and put our heart on our hat. and grab $4 for this. This should have saved us 4, 8, 12, $24 this month. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 for 24. Okay, perfect. We got a big old stack of cash to add up over here. And like I said, as long as it adds up to at least $500, we are in the good. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to probably pull roll for your savings goal and put it in there so to make sure that I have my $500 going into our Roth IRA. Okay, next up is this yearly sticker challenge from Becca Budgets, and we do her bookmark challenge in a low budget manner. Let's make sure we don't get any of this mixed up. All right, so our last July sticker is going to be, I don't even know why I keep pulling that one out. Oh, wow. Why are there 2? Oh, because there's 5. Ah, there's 5 stickers for July, and there's only 4 Saturdays. All right, guys. Well, we have enough money. We are going to go ahead and do $10 to finish up July. All right, so 5 and 10. Right here. So pretty. Love it. So let's go ahead and put 10 in for that. And then we are going to do her bookmark challenge. And we have a 2 and a 4, so that's 6. And a 3 and a 1, and that's 4. So let's go ahead and put the 6 back and just grab a 10. And we're going to go ahead and mark off these final 2 spots on here. And that will bring us complete for the month of July for Becca's challenges. So in her challenges this month, we saved 20, 40, 55, $61. Wow, man. $61, huh? Why does that sound like it's so much? 25 in her sticker challenge. And I guess this adds up to more than, yeah, it just sounds like a lot. Hopefully I did that right. Anyway, the money's over there, so that's what we got. All right, guys, we actually have money left over. So let's see what we had left over, because that was our last challenge. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42. So we have $42 left over. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but we are done for the month. And I don't want to get started on or get ahead on anything else. So this might be going into another savings challenge. I'm just going to put a note on here so that I remember what this is from. Let's put leftover. From 2026 challenges. And I might be able to break this up and add it to some videos over the week. Or maybe I will stuff it into Gabby's senior year savings. $42. We might be putting that into there. So let's go ahead and set this to the side. And let's go ahead and count up in total what we saved for the month of July. So we can't forget that we had this $225 savings. Why does this say $225? No, that's not $225. I don't know why I have $225 on there. This 2025 savings challenge was from Kimmy's Corner, and it was made for Aisha and Budget. So this will help us go towards our end of the month, and that was $60, $70 to $73. So let's go ahead and separate all our money out. We're going to count it all up and make sure that we have at least $500 here to go to our Roth IRA. All right, guys, let's go ahead and count up all this cash. I have everything separated out, and let's see how much we save for the month of July in this binder. So in 50s, we have $150. In 20s, we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83. In 10s, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. In 5s, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. In 2s, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And in our 1s, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. $629 saved in this binder. So we will have an overage of $129 that can go to something else. And that is great. That's really where I want to be. At least $500 so that can go into our Roth. I know that I budgeted and set enough money aside to play with before I save it, because you know the Roth money you don't see for quite some time. So guys, that is a successful unstuffing. I will see you in tomorrow's video where we are going to unstuff our Sunday summer savings and anything that we finished in that binder. And that's where we are at this point in the month, because we're at the last week, going into the last week of July. So we will be closing out a lot of our binders and getting it ready for August. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me and for keeping me accountable. This is just a wonderful blessing to be able to save this amount of money for our future. I know future Pam and Josh will be very happy with ourselves, you know, Lord willing. And yeah, we just keep on plugging away and saving this money, guys. But with that said, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Please take care. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturday, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.